The government shutdown this time wasn't just about one thing, and it certainly wasn't about the narrative that they told the public. Turns out the government got bad credit. This government owed everybody and their mama. And if you don't think all that borrowing and all that owing had anything to do with this concurrent shutdown we just went through, then think again. Here's Mr. Richard
Want him
Wolff.
to do? What is that? Well, one of the key things in their mind is something they're worried about. For the last 30 years, the United States has borrowed vast sums of money, far more money than it borrowed in the century before that or the century before that. It's almost as though you could say for the last 30 or 40 years, the country is like a jalopy, not working on the gas anymore, just working on the fumes of the gas they used to have in the tank. We've been borrowing money. First, it was tens of billions, then hundreds of billions, and now trillions of dollars. More than $1 trillion in a single year, sometimes more than $2 trillion in a single year. So our national debt has accumulated all the way up to $36, $37 trillion. Hard to get your head around that. We are the most indebted country in the world in terms of how much we owe. We are an extraordinarily in debt-ridden country. It's so bad that over the last year or two, the three agencies in the world that happen to be American, who measure the creditworthiness of all borrowers, governments, corporations, and so on. And by the way, their names are Standard and Poor, Moody's, and Fitch. All three of them, separately, independently, have reduced the creditworthiness of the AAA rating, the best you can get, down to AA. It was a way of making very clear that the United States has borrowed so much money that anyone thinking of lending more money to the government, and that means buying the Treasury bonds and securities, which is how the federal government borrows, anyone thinking of doing that is being told, think again. And those creditors of the U.S. have told American governments very clearly, we are not willing to keep lending to you. You're borrowing too much. What does that mean? I want to explain that so everyone is clear.